they do what they want to do all day long. That includes cheating. Hello, my name is Kina. I am the O Experience. Welcome back to my channel, which is geared towards everything relationships, dating, and loving yourself always. The title of this video, The Modern Women Will Have to Share. Before we get into the information, I do want you to like this video. Please smash your subscribe buttons. And then, of course, I do want you to comment down below. You guys ready? All right. Let's go. So last night I was browsing through YouTube like I usually do, and I stumbled upon Kevin Samuel's video or stream that he posted a couple days ago, and his title was my title: The Modern Day Woman Will Have to Share Their Man. And I was intrigued because, you know, on this channel, I talk very much openly about sharing. So I wanted to get his perspective on, you know, maybe some of the things that I talk about. So he was saying that if you are over the age of 35, especially if you have children, you will definitely have to share. I agree. But I agree that all women in their life, if they are married, 9 times out of 10 will have to share their man. Especially if their man is high quality, high caliber, rich, wealthy, athlete. If he is one of those things, excuse me, then 9 times out of 10, she's going to have to share. Now, what I will say about the topic is, I feel like if everybody understood their role and stayed in their lane, the world would be a better place. Simply because I feel like once expectations are set and then they are followed out or followed through with, I think that people can manage their expectations out of things. So today I will be breaking down what this looks like in a perfect world. The way it should be if everybody understood their role and then stayed in their lane and followed the guidelines. The world, like I said, will be just a more peaceful and harmonious place. Let's talk about the role of the husband. Like I said, typically he's prominent or rich, wealthy, long money. He should be able to handle multiple women financially. Now, what I mean by this is, in layman's terms, because modern men just want us women to keep it simple, he needs to be able to afford all of the women that he deals with. If he can afford them, then he can have them. He should be financially responsible for them. Now, whatever that looks like, whatever the agreement is between him, his mistress, or whatever, should be discussed up front. If she's requiring this or that or this or that, then it should be given. Because I'll tell you one thing about a paid mistress: she's a silent one. She doesn't cause trouble. She's not going to show up at your church and sit behind you in the row behind and whisper things in your ear to make you uncomfortable. She will never show up at your job. She will never do unexpected things things out of the ordinary, like call your wife unexpectedly because you haven't promised her anything. Things start to get ugly when you give empty promises. You have unfulfilled things that you specified to her that you would give her. Or you base this relationship off emotions alone. And you know what emotions alone can do. It can cause trouble. So, to all my husbands, when you have a mistress or a side chick, be able to afford them. Because, like I said, a silent mistress is a paid one. Moving on to the wife's role. Now, a wife in this situation, married to a prominent, rich, wealthy man, an athlete. In the back of her mind, she knows that her husband does what he wants to do. Men typically cheat because they want to, not because you're inadequate or you're lacking in a certain area. Men simply cheat because they want to cheat. Don't take offense to it. Don't go or get into a funk about your husband and what he does, because it's not your fault. Majority of the time, they do what they want to do all day long. That includes cheating. So in a wife's role, she knows, like I said, in the back of her mind, that he's out doing what he wants to do. What she doesn't want to know is that you're doing it. Husbands, don't be sloppy. She doesn't want to know that you have a mistress, even though she knows that you have a mistress. Please keep it tight. Please keep your mistress paid. Don't get sloppy to where she finds out, because if you are sloppy, that's when things go south. Because for me, I'm going to look at you like, tighten it up. Because you don't want me to have to say nothing. So yeah, wives don't want to be bothered. They don't want their day-to-day interrupted with their husbands and mistresses' foolery. So they would also like if the mistress is paid, because they know it will never affect them. Period. Now, to all my mistresses, you have the most important role, and that is to conform to what this is. Manage your expectations. I've written so many videos and I've recorded so many videos on how you should act and how you should manage your expectations around the situation. But yeah, if you're being paid, if you're being compensated, if you're being taken care of, then you should stay in your lane. Your role is to nod and agree when he's having conversation. Be as nice as you can. Act dumb majority of the time, because they don't like to have intellectual conversation. They're not with you for that. And then allow them to talk mainly about themselves, because that's what men like to do. That is your role. And for that, my friends, you get compensated. Now, what you don't want to do is cross over into the wife's role, because that's not your place. Wives, don't try to control what the husbands do with their mistresses, because that's not your role. And husbands, you already know, you need to take care of home, and you need to take care of any side chicks or mistresses that you want to entertain. If everybody stays in their lane, if everybody follows the rules, and if everybody knows their role, this life will be a much better place for everyone. peaceful, and harmonious. Please drop your comments below. I do want to hear them. Let me know what your role is if you are bold enough. And let me know if I could have said anything else or I need to say anything else. Maybe we will do a follow-up to this video. But yeah, of course, I want to hear what you have to say below, whether good, bad, or ugly. And until next time, I love you guys. You take care. Be safe.